Everybody, welcome back for another live edition of News AF today. And we're going to jump right into it, all right? Hey, everybody, what's going on? Rob Cesternino back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories for the week of August 19th, 2025, here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Yeah, that's right. News AF is back here for a live streaming look at the world's most interesting news here on Tuesday once again. And we're back here with Father Nature, the top influencer in all of pickleball.
Correct.
Here he is. It's Tyson Apostle. Tyson, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I have really good news for Danny, or as we call him, Vascular D. I watched the documentary on Forrest Fenn's gold.
Yes, I heard it was very good.
Pretty good. And then at the end, one of the nerds who was searching for the treasure has announced that he's hidden his own treasure with gold, 60-pound treasure in a box with some of Forrest Fenn's original treasure, but also stuff added to it and different stuff. So, and he's like, I've hidden clues as I was talking throughout this thing and he, I think, is hoping to create his own treasure extravaganza where people lose their lives and all that stuff.
He revealed clues during his interview for this thing about Forrest Fenn.
Yes, but he said production doesn't know what are clues and what aren't. But if you watch my interviews closely in this documentary, I have laid out some clues.
I have a friend who was telling me about that. What is it on?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it brand new?
Yeah, it's like a week or two old.
Okay.
What's the total value of his treasure?
New treasure or old treasure?
No, the new one.
I don't know what the new one is, but the new one looks more valuable than the old one. I'm not sure. The old one sold for $1.3 million.
Can you just reset what the Forrest Fenn treasure is, just in case people are not super long time dedicated News AF listeners?
Yeah,
and really, if you're not, shame on you.
So this very old man, Forrest Fenn, he had supposedly a lot of artifacts and relics and some treasure and stuff like that. And he had a book that he sold that wasn't very good, but there's a poem in it about how to find this treasure he hid. So he sold a bunch of books. It was a great marketing idea to have. You have to have the book. It has the clues.
Tell Stephen Fishback about this.
Yes. He's got a book coming out. It might be too late for Stephen if it's already being published, unless he did it already. But
quickly runs out and buries some stuff.
So people were going berserko looking for this treasure, and he sold a lot of books that way. And that was it. People died. Multiple people died looking for the treasure. People took their lives while looking for the treasure.
So he destroyed lives through
Many.
his treasure hunt. Not his fault, though.
Many. And lots of people, like you'll find there's one group in the documentary that spent 2 years trying to move a boulder, thinking that the treasure was under a boulder.
Yeah. And did his daughter get abducted too?
Oh, that's a risk.
No, a guy showed up to take his daughter.
Yes.
Because he thought that was the treasure. Like everybody was deciphering this. It's like the Bible. Everybody's just deciphering it.
And maybe there's like a dowry for the man who takes her hand. Yes, that's the that's the real treasure.
Yes. And people were harassing all of his extended family and everything. And it was just like a whole thing. But yeah, it was crazy because everybody's like, this is the only place that makes sense. And lots of tears were shed, lots of people. But a lot of people at the end were like, my treasure was this.
The hunt, the treasure.
The hunt.
The friend you made along the way.
You gave the gift of life to millions.
Yes.
The
by
gift of
allowing them
adventure.
to experience nature and go out. You know who also does lots of treasure hunts?
Danny Bryson.
No, I read something recently about how Taylor Swift, since we're now in a new Taylor Swift cycle.
Yeah.
I think that we'll probably measure time in the future by Taylor Swift release album cycles.
They'll call it the eras.
I read something yesterday about how it's all gamification and how her Psycho fans just pour over every
Watch it,
detail
Danny.
to look for Easter eggs.
The
hidden
views of Danny
everywhere.
Bryson are only the views of Danny Bryson.
No, if you watch the videos of the people at the theaters watching the Taylor Swift concert, you would also probably come to that conclusion. But she's huge into treasure hunts. They don't lead to
I have
actual
no idea.
treasure. Yeah, no, Easter eggs everywhere.
Are you saying
Pictures.
that Taylor Swift creates Easter egg treasure hunts for her fans to go on? Or are you saying Taylor Swift herself goes on treasure hunts?
No, she creates the hunts.
Got it. Yeah, no, that's
and her fans pour
that
over
is
every
known.
detail
Yes.
of her life. So it's a different kind of Forrest Fenn.
But
Yes.
there's no treasure at the end.
No, the treasure is being part of her life. You're just
Being the
lucky
first
to be
to figure
part,
it out.
to figure it out, to be part of the group. So it's still a reward. It's more psychological than material, but it's still there. And you have probably millions of people constantly looking for clues.
And it's never gone wrong on the internet where people try to decipher cryptic meanings out of like vague messages from their leaders.
Yeah.
Nothing
that
bad ever happened.
goes wrong.
No,
with that.
That's totally fine.
People are able to keep it together generally.
Yeah.
And it's like it never just spirals out of control.
And if you can't decipher the clue, there's some anonymous person somewhere who
Oh,
will
yes.
decipher it and tell you what it means and what to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's welcome in, of course, Danny Bryson. Danny, the king of treasure hunting.
Yeah.
Guys, every day is like a new treasure hunt.
What are you treasure hunting for today?
Just life in general.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again.
Like uncovering the purpose of life.
Wow.
Looking for Easter eggs in all of my activities. Deciphering the clues.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What an exciting moment.
I thought we should do like what the Wu-Tang Clan did. We could record a one-off podcast,
Yeah.
News AF, put it on CD,
Vinyl. Yeah.
put it on
Oh, yeah.
CD or vinyl, and then go hide it somewhere. And you have to, you'll only get to listen to it if you find it.
Yes. We used to talk about
track.
that. The Pharma bro, like Martin
Pharma bro.
Shkreli,
Yeah.
right? We was talking about all the
Yeah.
time. Well, what's he doing? Like, I feel like
He went to prison for a while, didn't he?
is he out? Like, I
I
don't
don't
feel
know.
like that.
He's out. He's probably out and learned
How's
more
he
than he ever
missing?
could
This
have.
is like a primetime heyday for douchey farmer bros. Like he could be
Yeah.
on like all these different scams, and
Oh my gosh. He could be on Twitter right now.
He was ahead of his
hawking
time.
his system. And
Yeah.
be like, you want the system? Here it is. Masterclass.
Oh yeah, a master class from Pharma Bro.
Yes.
And if
Yeah.
you join his master class, he'll play a little bit of his Wu-Tang album.
a little bit.
Has he even listened to it? I think that was
He
when
did threaten to destroy it
Yeah.
early on.
He was
Like,
going to
held
buy it and not listen to it and destroy it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is a power move.
Yeah,
Look at this rare thing I have. Only
Yeah.
I have it.
but then
Gone.
couldn't the Wu-Tang Clan just like one up him and say like, we actually had another
We have
copy.
We have copies.
We had the sheet music.
He should
Yeah.
bury that album. That could be
Mhm.
his Forrest Fenn.
Forrest Fenn.
Put it
Wow.
on a vinyl, put it out somewhere in the desert,
Mm-hmm.
have people tripping over themselves and off
Yeah.
cliffs to find it.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get into our top stories in this hour. And of course, we are all big fans of the spirit of the Olympic Games.
Hell yeah, dude.
Of course. So, are you interested in hearing about the World Humanoid Games?
Yeah, I felt like a good segue to this would have been talking about tripping
Mhm.
because I watched the footage of this.
Uh-huh.
Lots of robot tripping.
Oh, dude, I am so in. You know how like the only event you tune into in the Olympics is the steeplechase, and that's just to watch somebody eat shit in the water while somebody else lands on them. That's happening constantly in the humanoid
Constantly.
games.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's actually, if you watch this clip on the BBC, there's a moment where one robot during a foot race
Mhm.
rams a human and knocks him down. We don't know if that's intentional, but probably is.
That's the best because if you see two robots clonk into each other, that's funny, but the imagined pain of it all is what makes it extra hilarious. And the fact that humanoids, robots can't feel pain takes a little bit of the edge off of watching it. But if we could program robots to be like, ow, my elbow, even if they could just like detect where they bonked
Yeah.
and
Oh, I see what you're saying.
expressed pain, That would be extra hilarious.
I was thinking that really the future is, ancient times Colosseum, it was lions against man, but future Colosseum, man against robot.
Yeah, I feel like they've made movies about that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's probably thousands of movies and all of them really good.
Yeah.
Now, Rob, I did watch, like I said, I watched this. The soccer event was stupid. Eventually, it's just a big pile of robots.
No, that sounds amazing.
But the
It's
interesting
just like
thing
watching kids play soccer.
The best part, kid soccer is hilarious. This was not hilarious. But when they all got back up in their various different ways, that part was very interesting. They're all like bending like 180 and like arching their backs and coming back up. I thought the most interesting event was the kickboxing one.
Okay.
Which I thought was hilarious.
Oh, Danny, you really took in a lot of the first Humanoid games. Let me just give the quick setup. So this was in Beijing. It was from August 14th to the 17th.
Ah, we could have been there.
Yeah, and it was showcasing achievements in robotics over 3 days with 500 robots competing and 280 teams from 16 countries.
Wow. It's the world. It really is a gathering of worlds.
Yeah. All right, so Danny, what did you see?
So honestly, if you just watch this video that they have on the BBC, it really gets a lot of the best stuff.
Yeah.
But I saw soccer, I saw foot races, and then I saw the kickboxing.
Was the United States represented?
I don't know.
Of course.
Good.
Probably
Yeah, we got to.
MIT
We got to.
group was
Yeah.
in there.
Some MIT group had a Chinese company make some robots for them.
Yeah.
They assembled them in the US and took them over back.
What
to
I like
China.
about this, and this was similar to the DARPA challenges. Remember when they had like the DARPA robots trying to open doors and they were just like falling over?
Yeah.
It was just blooper reel end to end. Is it this? If we do this every year, we'll get a great idea of the progression of robots and their trajectory and whether or not we should be worried.
All right.
Well, the Pete's bugged that there's no teledildonics.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Here, I have some footage here that Danny is referencing from the robot humanoid games. Okay.
Okay, that robot is in all the footage the best one. They showed the best one right out.
Okay,
That's
so he's
pretty good.
Why do the humans have to run next to it?
Because I think that they all are holding remotes, the humans.
Not a capacity crowd at
Look
the
at this one.
humanoid
Boom.
games. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
The robot did stop to apologize.
Yeah. It feels like that they did not all get off the line at the same time. It seems like they did not coordinate that.
That's pretty good. Like a pipe. Now this part is
the soccer was not good. The goalie is just doing nothing, just watching him.
It really is.
They kissed. They almost kissed.
This is really like a 5-year-old soccer match.
Yeah.
Right
Watch
watch this. This is the part I'm talking about.
Oh,
see?
Yeah. We got a little bit of a pile up.
But watch as they all get up.
Everybody gets up. That's pretty good. But nobody's then.
Okay. Ref.
It is disturbing how they're manhandling these robots. They're like dragging them. Now this one was awesome. Look at that.
So this was kickboxing. Is this Muay Thai, Danny?
Yeah. He just goes down. He's out, dude.
He's
Look
out.
at how
TKO.
Yeah, that looks like rigor mortis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see how they get up though? It is slightly terrifying.
Yeah.
Maybe the
it's
scariest
their
thing,
backs don't hurt.
The scariest thing about robots is them getting up, and that's always been the case in movies. They like get up in such a menacing way. See that?
Yeah. Gets tied up in the ropes a little bit. Okay.
So
and there you go. So
exciting.
The humanoid games. Was it a success, Danny?
No, look at the audience. It's not there.
I
saw like
I don't know. Were there that many people at the first Olympics?
Or the first Burning Man?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first Olympics in Athens was probably
very popular.
Bunch of naked humans grappling. Who's not going?
Yeah.
The first Burning Man had only 6 guys.
Yeah.
All just circle jerking it by themselves, you know? And now they do a bunch of sexual stuff there.
Yeah. So
that's different though. That's not competition.
It kind of is.
Well, now it is like an outfit competition.
Yeah, and
see who can be the most nude without being completely nude.
No, you can be completely nude, and also
but that's not the competition. I think if you're completely nude, you've given up. I think the goal is to be the most.
You would be like a little nude, like leave
Yeah.
something to the imagination.
Yeah, and also the competition is like how much money can you spend on the fanciest thing you can get in the middle of one of the shittiest places on earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a place that no one would go if there weren't naked people there.
Yeah. And
is that the draw? Is that the main draw?
Drugs and nudity.
Burning Man?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and they do at Burning Man, Tyson,
Art
incorporate
inst-
like a lot of like building of weird stuff. So
Yeah.
maybe
That's
like
cool.
the robot humanoid
Olympics
Olympics might be the right
hosted?
spot for Burning Man.
Wow. Hosted
Except
there.
for the sand in the joints.
That's part of the challenge, dude. It's like, okay, get your sand robots ready, dude.
Yeah. So maybe they could have some sort of like maybe a like summer humanoid games and a winter humanoid games.
Wow.
Can I even manage winter sports?
I don't know. Would you want to see
Whoa.
it, Danny?
Shots fired. Danny
Shots fired.
Bryson out
Yeah,
here
show
saying
me-
robot
okay.
correctors, whoever
Creators.
creators can't make a snowbot.
Yeah,
But I would
I'd like
think
Go
that
ahead,
the humanoid games, I thought it was going to be people competing against the robots.
I have to say, when I first saw that, I also hoped that it was humans fighting robots. The
Mhm.
humans would have won. Right now, it's too easy. It's all the powers in the humans' hands. They just have to kick them over. And
Yeah.
sure, they get up super creepy, but
They
then
get
you just
back
kick
up.
them over again.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, is there one sport that the robots could win right now?
Over humans?
Yeah.
Maybe not. I think if you have robots that have to walk, the balance is such an issue. But those things they create at the Boston Dynamics, those robots that are jumping and doing parkour,
Yeah.
like one spin kick from a parkour robot to your face, and your
that
head
does
is
seem much
basically shattered.
scarier.
Yeah.
But could you dodge that though? Like, I feel like as a human.
No, Tyson. This is what you do. Have you ever had a sword fight, like a fake sword
Wow.
fight with a kid, and they just go crazy?
Yeah.
You just have Berserko mode on a robot, and he's just coming at you like spinning torso 360, fists out. He's
Yeah,
doing
but
like
you just
spin kick.
move once and he falls and
Yeah,
he's
but not if
done,
you're in a
though.
boxing ring.
Yeah. Sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna sweep a metal leg.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is that you can't fight a robot yet because we're just soft, pulpy flesh. Unless you're like in Bloodsport when Van Damme kicks that tree in half.
Yeah.
You have to train your shins to basically be metal. But without Van Damme tree splitting training, the average human can't punch a robot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we were talking about the humanoid games coming for a while, so it's nice to see that they finally came to fruition.
What an
Yeah.
exciting, age we live in.
Dude.
For sure.
We're just a single teeny little dot on the history of the universe, and we happen to
Exactly.
be here at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Probably a bunch of the stuff we talked about in the early days of News AF have come to fruition.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. We're basically Baba Vanga, all three of us, that
Yeah.
fortune teller. in the
Mhm.
Ukraine.
Yeah, you could go back like into the 10-year archive and hear us basically predict everything that's happened.
10 things that AF
And guess what?
predicted correctly.
Yeah. Listen to this, you'll
we're-
know what's happening in 5 years, 10 years.
It's like the
You're
Simpsons
welcome.
episodes where they're like, "Oh my gosh, look, it really happened," after they made a joke about it. That's us
5
now.
things Back to the Future got right. 5 things they got wrong.
Yeah.
We'll get those articles.
Okay. Easy. Here's something that I believe that we talked about was going to happen, and it seems like it is here. The people over at Volkswagen, and we do full disclosure, we do have a Volkswagen, but I don't think we
Ooh.
have this issue.
Not all three of us.
People's
Yeah.
car.
Not
I
together.
do. I
Yeah.
do. My wife loves
We
it.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay. And
A
they actually, but hold that thought, because before we get to talking about Volkswagen, we have a
morning.
special guest here. Our robot correspondent saw this live stream and asked to the link to join the chat. Dr. Christian Hubicki is here
Oh,
to pop in.
Hey there.
Okay.
Christian, what's up, dude?
Doing all right. I'm doing okay. How you doing, Tyson?
Yes.
Very good.
And Danny, just so you know, so Dr. Christian Hubicki, he is a Survivor player.
Okay.
We're not here to talk about that today. But he is a doctor in robotics.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I was listening to Danny. I was impressed by the amount that you knew about things like the DARPA Robotics Challenge. I was actually at the DARPA Robotics Challenge,
Ooh,
so
that's
I'm like,
cool.
I'm glad. So I got to see so many of those spills and trips and watch my heart break in live in person. So
They're not
I'm glad
funny?
that you know.
It's not funny to watch the robots
Not if
fall?
you spent hundreds of hours creating a robot that can't even open a door.
It's heartbreaking because you know how hard they all work. But yeah, no, thanks for having me, Rob. It's I was driving home to my office. I was like, wait, what are they talking about? So thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay. So did you contribute anything to the Humanoid games? Were you following it closely?
Well, I did not contribute to the Humanoid games, but the Humanoid games happened while I was on vacation, so I only got to catch a little bit of it. But no, I did not contribute to the Humanoid games. It was a fascinating event, and as far as I could tell, that China put these on and basically created events that were designed around what robots could already do pretty well in the last 6 months. Like the robot fighting just started up, I'd say a couple months ago was when people started actually being able to get their robots to punch and kick. And those are just exactly as Danny was saying, they're controlled by little remote control. It's almost like a rock'em sock'em robot.
Oh, they're not even like AI fighting, that there's people with joysticks.
Yeah, there are people with joysticks saying punch, kick. Well, look. As a roboticist, I'm like, the fact that it kicks and doesn't instantly just flop on its back every time is an amazing accomplishment. Yeah. So they're probably we have these cool YouTube videos of robots doing cool things. Mm-hmm. Let's have cool games to show them off, and voila, that's what you get at the World Humanoid Games.
Yeah.
So you couldn't show up with a Robot Wars from 20 years ago.
BattleBots,
saws on it, and just a driving around table saw.
It would absolutely crush the fighting games if you had one of those. And what Danny's saying is exactly what I say to people is oh, would you beat a robot in a fight? He's like, yes, even I could beat a robot in a fight. You give it a push in the right
now.
Yeah, but for now.
What if it goes in Berserko mode?
We've seen robots in Berserko mode, and they're not all useful to anyone. In fact,
they're terrifying. They've got the psychological element.
They are. I was trying to catch up on YouTube videos on robots when I was gone for no apparent reason for a month this summer. Mm-hmm. And there was there are a lot of videos of robots in the lab. People were trying out the control and trying out the controller, and all of a sudden the robot would start freaking out and also act like it's trying to get out. But what it was, my dog is whining at me. These robots would be freaking out, and people are like, oh my God, the robots are self-aware. They want to break out. But what it is that they are hanging from basically a wire, which is kind of creepy in its own way if I don't think about it too long.
Umbilical cord.
But basically that's just a safety tether. So if it gets caught, if it falls over, it gets caught, it doesn't break the robot.
Yeah.
But they had it dangling from the safety tether, and it throws off the robot's internal sense of inertia and where it is, and its entire physics are different because it's dangling from a cable and starts flailing around like crazy and doing all kinds of crazy nonsense. And people are robots are breaking out. Yeah. So it's been a fascinating time for humanoids, and it's exciting that they're putting on a humanoid games. And but I think it'll be a while before they're competing against people in physical events. Yeah. But that would be my guess.
Would you go to a future humanoid games? Will they happen every 4 years?
I would love to go. I've never been to China, especially if they keep happening in China. That'd be good to visit. It would be ideal if they roved around from place to place. I have a feeling this is a Chinese centric event, though. We'll see, though. I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Are you at home or are you at work?
This is my home, believe it or not.
You have math equations written on a whiteboard behind you at.
This is my door. Thank you. This is my syllabus for my machine learning class I'm teaching in the spring. So, this is
I've never seen the whiteboard so full.
Well, I figured, I was so full of ideas, Rob, and so I had to dump them somewhere. But anyway, So this is my home. And the first thing I install with this whiteboard, I have one in bed. Who doesn't have one in bed?
True. You need them everywhere. Do you need to come over to my house and write some math stuff on my wall?
You got it. Hey, they have a whiteboard wall paint, Tyson, if you want. That's designed that you can just wipe it down. Like I had a professor who painted his office in whiteboard wall paint. So if you got that in your house, I'm happy to scribble away.
Okay, yeah, come just create some art.
You could use it to argue with your wife. Draw diagrams. Visuals always help.
I think painting it the whiteboard paint would be a big enough argument.
First argument, Just don't tell her that's what it is. Just like I like it just like this white. This is
just
white.
brighter
Looks
white.
good. Yeah, very bright.
So-
Now, if a robot could paint the walls for you, that would be that would save you a
There's
lot
value.
of time.
What event would you like to see in the next Humanoid games that wasn't included? Like, is there a gap there where we can really see robots excel?
Do you know? I do have an idea. I just thought of this. Do you remember American Gladiators?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do we remember American Gladiators?
Isn't it
Of
coming
course.
back?
Yeah,
Is
they're
it?
making a new one.
I think
Oh
so.
my! Maybe it's making a resurgence since that Netflix
Yeah,
documentary.
that
I don't know.
documentary was pretty
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, but like, remember when they're standing on the pedestals? I forget what the name of the
Yep.
event, and they had like the big Q-tips and they're
The
hitting each other with.
Joust. The
The
joust.
joust. Yeah,
Joust.
I think that a joust would be fun because all of a sudden they're now using tools, very simple tools, and they have to manage their own balance. And I, of course, would love it if it was like not remote controlled, but I think
Mhm.
right now it's more exciting when it's remote controlled. Like, like the humans are doing the reasoning, but the robots are doing the balance and the motor control.
If I
joust would be
was
fun.
operating that remote control, I would be doing it just like I do when I play,
Berserker mode.
just smashing all the buttons because
Yeah.
it just becomes too intense, especially during the
The
kickboxing.
second-
I can't
yeah.
be fine with my movements. I'd just be like A B A B A B up down, just hoping to land
Yeah.
a blow.
Mhm.
No.
Did
That's
you
how
all-
I
I
play
mean,
Smash
speaking-
Brothers.
Yes,
Smash
it's probably
Brothers
pretty
style.
effective. You probably do well, Danny. I'll be
Oh,
honest.
well,
You
thank
do
you.
well in the competition. Did you all see that in San Francisco they had like an underground robot fight like event?
No.
No.
I think this happened like
I thought you're
2
not supposed to
weekends-
talk about that,
Yeah.
Christian.
First rule of
Shall talk about
underground
robot-
robot fights.
There was an article I think in the San Francisco Chronicle, one of the San Francisco papers about it. It's almost made up like it was like from Blade Runner, like some like in terms of the aesthetic of it. But it was this underground thing where people. And by the way, Tyson, when you were right about like the robots in the competition, as far as I can tell, I didn't see all of them. A lot of them were from Chinese-made companies that different people programmed in their own way. Like the one that you saw that won was what's called the Unitree H1 model. And that's a very popular one. It's one of their bigger models, larger models that runs. People had at this underground robot fight, they had these Unitree robots that they had bought, and they had this whole they had them in a ring and punching. It was like you should check out the images from it. They are wild.
Yeah. I was thinking, tell me if this is too crazy, Christian, because it's been widely talked about in the Michael Vick era, like dog fighting, very frowned upon here in our society.
You're thinking it's back. Cockfighting, dog fighting.
Well, if you had like
what's the bullfighting?
the
All with
Boston
robots.
Dynamic dogs fighting, like
Yes.
wouldn't that be like if you could get all the dog fighting people that
It's
would like go
okay
into Michael
now.
Vick's house
It's
watching
okay
these?
now, but in
That
the
would be okay,
future,
right?
For now,
I think that this is probably the robot fighting rings are actually probably one of the niche audiences which are actually right for the moment in terms of the readiness of robotics. Like right now, you can buy a humanoid for as little as $6,000, which is actually not that crazy of a purchase. It used to be like back when I was a wee baby grad student, it'd probably cost you closer to $1 million to buy a humanoid, and it wouldn't do very much. But like the thing is, right now, you buy one of these things, and inside of a week, it's a paperweight. It'll break, and you're not going to bother shipping it back to fix it. It's not useful in your house. But for a hobbyist who has it for a robot fighting ring, and there are robot fighting leagues starting to show up for humanoids beyond the old Robot Wars format. Those are people who would get sponsorships. They would get enough money to maintain these things. Like that actually could become a thing. I didn't think about the robot dog aspect. Mostly
I just wonder, would people frown upon it? Because we have like UFC, nobody seems to like mind too much about that. But then, the dogs start fighting, people don't like that.
Anybody would care.
You know what, Danny? I was shocked. A lot of people do care. Like people got really up in arms over kicking the robot dogs. It's one like the robot people. Like it's weird. I think people react because it's like a pet. Looks like a pet. People react more emotionally negatively to it. Whereas the humanoids, people don't like. The response to kicking the humanoids, Danny, is often like, "Oh, they're going to be mad at you someday, and they're gonna take over and get revenge on you." For the robot dog, it just comes across more mean in my experience. But
are you good, Christian, at remote controlling a robot? Like, could you go to a Robot Wars and be the guy? Because I think
I'd be pretty good. I mean, because one thing that is kind of undersold is if you understand a little bit what's going on under the hood, like, then you can actually like you can operate the robot better. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of times it's not as glamorous as what you're seeing in this competition where you're doing robot fights, or as you saw that the one robot running into the person where the robot they were just piloted to ram into them, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's something as simple as the robot will slowly kind of drift away over time, like it'll slowly steer off in a different direction. And so someone is just really good at the thumbstick. I actually have a story about this, because back in the day, it would just be like walking straight on a treadmill was the demo for the robot.
Yeah.
And I remember I was working at a lab at the time where we were putting together this demo for some muckety mucks that wanted to come in and maybe fund the laboratory. And someone said, hey, the robot's walking. Why don't you walk like behind the robot and keep pace with it? Now, that's a big no-no. You don't get near these robots just because they fall on you, they will hurt you.
Yeah.
But it was up to me to like thread the needle on controlling the joystick, because this robot was just barely stable. If I jerked it a little bit to the left or to the right, it would topple over. And these were people who were controlling our funding that were walking right next to the robot. So I was dialed in. Like my job was on the line. Just threading the needle had to be just held just right. And we got through the demo. That person got off the treadmill, like, oh, thank God. Whew, they survived. And it's like, who's next? And they had a whole conga line of people coming up doing these demos. And I'm throwing the thumbstick. I'm like, I cannot believe it. Afterwards, I went up to this person. I was like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Someone's gonna get hurt. But anyway, so I'd be pretty good, Rob. I think I'd do all right under pressure there.
Did you get the funding?
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
It's good. Well, I just had a plan. Like, we get a robot, show up to the wars, and we do the steamroller technique where it just lays down and steamrolls the legs out from under the other person, the other robot. Sorry, I'm already calling them human. We just win, I think, right? As long as none of them listen to this.
We need this level of creativity in the techniques. Because right now, so when we're in the lab, it's easy to get dialed in to like, oh, I wanted to do this thing. I wanted to throw a kick or throw a punch. Yeah. Just because you get obsessed with the idea, can I get it to throw a kick or throw a punch? But you don't think about sometimes the obvious solution. I mean, Danny was talking about the DARPA Robotics Challenge, which was, my God, 10 years ago now. I feel so old now. The robot that won this walking robot competition put wheels on its knees and would scoot around when it wouldn't have to walk. I'm like, of course. Why wouldn't they made it pretty flat? Why not just roll around, right? So these outside the box ideas, we need you, Tyson. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, thank you.
Tyson, you have another potential avenue for your career.
Wow. Back to school for me.
Robot warrior.
Yeah. I'm just the idea guy, though. But I think the steamroller technique where you're just, rolling around in every direction until you sweep the legs out from under them. It's brilliant.
Okay. Well, Christian, thank you for popping in to talk about the world's first humanoid games.
Yes. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
Christian, do you want to tease your next RHAP appearance?
Yes, the next week we are filming our next edition of Ask Dr. Hubicki. So I believe we'll be getting out those questionnaires for the audience for anything science or TV related. As long as it's not about Survivor 50, I will answer it.
Yeah. Okay.
Rachel's been having some digestive issues. Can you answer?
Write
those?
it in. Send it in.
I will absolutely answer. I'll answer it by saying consult your physician.
Danny, if you have any science questions for Dr. Hubicki, send them in. Okay. Christian, thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Love you, Christian.
Good seeing y'all.
Bye.
See ya.
Wow. Look at that. We have our field of expert friends of the podcast
It's
standing
so
by.
good. It's so good to have a robot guy because there's so much robot stuff, but like to be able to understand all of it and talk with someone who's
past the hype
in the know is really special. So we're very lucky to have Christian.
Yeah. And Danny, I was gonna tell Dr. Hubicki that you have a specialty in your knowledge base in teledildonics.
Don't say it.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
The leading expert.
Passing interest and fascination with.
Are you bugged that the humanoid games didn't have teledildonics?
Can we call it remote lovemaking, remote intimacy? Can we call it that instead?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I think it'll probably get a different name.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Volkswagen, they've announced a new subscription model for horsepower in the UK. If you want to unlock the full horsepower of the ID3 Pro and the Pro S electric vehicles, you just have to pay 16 pounds and 50 cents a month, which is basically
that's
$22 a month.
So stupid. What are you even buying now?
You're buying things that come with subscriptions.
Yeah.
You'll be owned by everyone.
Did you watch the Black Mirror episode, Danny, where the woman needed like the brain implant?
Exactly what
and
I
then
thought
it was a
of.
subscription
For everything and upgrades, and it was just an endless like hose or
and they
vacuum.
couldn't leave there's coverage zone because they had the old plan.
Yeah, you leave the UK with your car and it gets powered down. It's just
I didn't watch the whole thing. I turned it off halfway through. I'm like, I feel like I know where this is going.
ownership doesn't exist in so many places where we used to have possessions. Now we only borrow things until the subscription can no longer be paid.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how many add-ons you'll be paying for with your robot when you have them.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, right? All the additional services that your robot could potentially perform if you're willing to pay $9.99 more per month to get all 5 fingers from the robot operational. Like pay $9.99 per finger.
Yeah.
So it's just, it really sucks.
Yeah. So I don't know why you would buy that car.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
well, you technically don't own it. It sounds.
I guess so.
They said that the seat heater subscription service that BMW did, which we talked about like 5 years ago, actually was a success.
Okay.
And the problem is we need to get together with every person in the world and we need to all agree not to pay for these subscriptions.
Yes.
We have to draw a line in the sand.
Correct.
We have to all say no more.
Well, I wonder if there'll be like, if enough car companies start doing this, that people will start like going and like, hey, I need one of those like analog cars.
Yeah. Yes. A dumb car.
Yeah.
Give me a dumb car.
Give me a dumb car.
Give me a dumb car.
I'm going to CarMax. Give me give me a 2002 Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we need. Dumb
so
cars.
in.
I'm going to start the dumb car company right now.
Start the dumb car company.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, our car is not connected to the internet.
It's not smart at all. There's nothing.
When you pay for the car, you get everything that the car has inside.
You own everything. It has all the regular stuff. And there you go.
But for $250 more, you'll get this special undercoating that will spray on the car before you drive it away. That was like the previous subscription scam, was the undercoating spray.
Yeah. Do you want the undercoating? No. Well, too late. We already put it on, so you have to pay for it.
I'm sorry. This one comes with the undercoating.
Yeah.
It's $500 more.
Yeah. It's going to be 18 months before we get one without undercoating.
Yeah. That's seriously what they would always say.
Yeah. You'd be like, this fucking guy, dude.
Car companies are the worst. And they
Let me go
only
get my
continue-
manager. I'll go get my
prove that
manager.
correct.
Okay, so because you didn't want the undercoating, but this one has the undercoating, we'll give it to you for just 400 additional instead of the 500 that it costs because you didn't want it, but it's on it. Yeah, they're idiots. But I guess the upsell, classic upsell.
Yep.
No longer.
All right. So here's an interesting idea for a company. This is from a company in France, and it's called Invitin. And what they do is that they are a startup that transforms your weddings into accessible and funded experiences, they say. And what they do is they allow you to sell seats at your wedding to finance the event.
I don't even want to go to free seats. I hate weddings so much.
Buy a seat to different weddings and discover a new way to experience them.
Maybe a celebrity wedding.
Well, here's the thing. I don't hate it if that's the gift. If you're like, hey, we're doing a wedding, we're not doing gifts. We just want you to
buy your seats.
Buy your seats
at the wedding. It's $150, but please no gifts.
Which was a story. It's a story unrelated to this company. Was a story about a couple who were selling seats to the wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought I would never in a million years pay to go to anyone's wedding.
A random wedding. Yeah.
Unless it was the gift and it was understood that no gifts would be given.
Are the seats down front by the bride and groom like more money than like the seats, like the nosebleed seats?
No, you want the nosebleeds at a wedding.
So you can look at your phone the whole wedding.
Yeah, so you can take a little nap if you need to,
Yep.
or not pay attention, or goof or make jokes with your
Goof around.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of wedding would you pay for? What stranger's wedding would you go to? Anybody have anything that they would actually attend? Celebrity wedding?
Depends on the price.
Okay,
And-
let's just say $1,000 for a seat at a wedding. Is there anyone worth $1,000?
Yeah. I would go to Gary Busey if he got married.
Gary
again.
Busey's wedding?
Yes, if he got married again. And he had to do his own vows.
Yeah. Okay. I could see, actually, it's kind of I could see F-level celebrities having to,
It's like
sell
Cameo.
weddings.
It's like
Yeah,
the
Cameo.
Cameo, the joke wackadoos are crushing it on there. And that's whose weddings you're also going to.
No, I like that. That's who this is for.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And then I got a story about a sad story from a Chuck E. Cheese where a woman got trapped inside a actual game in Burbank, California a couple of weeks ago.
How do you get trapped in a game?
How are we talking so much about Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, we've always talked a lot about Chuck E. Cheese.
I know.
Climb in there. She climbed in. It sounds like she went past a barrier she wasn't supposed to. But
Yeah, I
maybe
think she was sticking her arm into a game, and
Contortionist,
I don't have a
maybe?
picture of
those games from the 90s were designed to trap you if you stuck your arm in there.
Yeah, well, they
That's
got
the
her.
thing. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
They finally got
Yeah,
her.
the game is called Snow Day, where you stick. There's a clear booth to place the balls into a scoring hole to win tickets, but she stuck her arm into a hole that was not intended for hands.
Mm-hmm. That's
And the Burbank
You had
Fire
to pay,
Department had to come.
you had to pay extra to put your hand in that hole.
yeah. That hole is an upcharge.
Yeah, a subscription service to
Mhm.
access different holes. for your hand.
Teledildonics has been doing this for years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
she had to have the fire department come.
Fire
like,
department, Burbank Fire Department had to
Vaseline
come, and
right.
the
Got
incident
to
was
come.
reported on the Citizen app.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Bad citizen right there.
This was a bad citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A, she's at Chuck E. Cheese. B, she gets her arm stuck in a machine.
Yeah.
So, well, robots win.
Robots win.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can't cheat at Chuck E. Cheese.
Do you
Serves you
think
right.
that's when it's humans versus robots in the Great Wars? Their holes are just going to be so alluring to
Yeah.
us that
distract-
like a raccoon
Yeah.
trap. We reach
They
in. We're
can't
like,
get-
and we
Actually,
can't get our
Tyson-
hands are stuck.
That's a great idea. If you and this, I'm giving this to anyone who wants
Mhm.
this. If you're building an army, build an army of super sexy robots.
With a
It'd be
hole.
so distracting.
Yeah, of course.
You don't want to shoot a beautiful person, right? You want to shoot a monster, but you don't want to shoot this beautiful naked person coming after you. It's like too beautiful to shoot.
I
And
think
then it
he's
comes
too
over and
good.
rips your head off. But even your
Yeah.
friends in that foxhole are like still too
Yeah.
beautiful.
This is like
Even
the plot of
colored
the
in the
movie
gore of my friends.
Species.
Yeah. And they
Oh,
also
yeah.
they also tried it with Jessica Robot. they
No.
tried Jessica Robot. They
No.
tried it with what was that other movie where that really hot robot was trapped in that room and then got out?
Oh, Machina, Ex Machina, right?
Ex Machina.
Yeah, Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So too bad she didn't eat some of that Chuck E. Cheese pizza right before. Her hands would have been so greasy. It would have
Oh,
come
sure.
right out.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
rubbed pizza all over her arm,
Mhm. That would have been great.
in and out, and had a
Okay.
toy.
All right, Danny, are you ready to take us to your bolt hole today?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I have lots.
Okay.
Of stuff.
All right, here we go. Danny Bryson's bolt hole.
World famous.
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong. A nocturnal
Okay.
mission.
Is there, guys? Question. This is a story we talk about often, and I'm only bringing it up because it didn't show up in our regular stories. Is there any band or any instrument or any musician that if you were on a plane that was stranded on the tarmac, you would tolerate if they got up and played?
Ooh.
Hmm.
And it has to be realistic. They can't have amplifiers. They can't have drums. So it's obviously someone playing something acoustically.
I mean, anybody like really, really famous where you're like, shit, this is my only chance to ever watch this guy. Cool.
But
Or
anyone come to mind immediately?
I
You
mean,
wouldn't mind if like Bruce Springsteen. I mean, I would be
If
annoyed by
Bruce
him,
wanted
but-
to get up and jam while we were on the tarmac, I think that'd be pretty sweet.
I'd even do like a Taylor Swift or who cares, dude? Something where you can go and brag about it and it's cool.
I guess realistically, commercial
Anybody
flying bands are probably going to be, middle tier.
Mm-hmm.
But I know personally, there's a couple instruments I would never want to hear played.
Ever?
I'm the kind of person, I love
The accordion. You're pissed off at the accordion.
Actually, I might tolerate the accordion, and I'm sorry if I'm about to insult a bunch of people, but I hate brass instruments. I hate them when they come in on a song that I love, like Us and Them by Pink Floyd. I instantly turn it off.
The saxophone?
Yes. I'm just like, I cannot stand it.
That's a woodwind. That's not a brass. That's a woodwind.
Okay, whatever. Woodwind, brass, the type of instrument people blow into typically.
Yeah,
flutes.
woodwinds or
Even
brass.
though I like Jethro Tull.
Flute's also a woodwind.
I know. I'm saying anything you blow into, anything where you purse your lips and blow. An iconic band came to the rescue on a delayed Alaskan air flight. An entire band of people playing saxophones and probably a million other kind of something phones, bassoons. I don't even know what they are.
A bassoon?
I don't know if that's what it is. The kind of thing you blow into, lots of variations of them. It looks like a trumpet. I don't ever want to hear a trumpet in public.
Yeah.
But there's some cool songs with trumpets
Tyson,
in there.
stop defending
Mambo number 5.
No, the minute that happens on a delayed flight,
Number 5.
it's too much. It's like that little girl singing a cappella over the speakers. I just don't understand why people keep thinking that when I'm stalled on a tarmac, I want you to get up. And even though this band was a relatively famous band.
Who was it?
Oh, what's the name? Hold on, Tyson. I didn't recognize it. Okay. But again, this isn't my world. So I'm probably insulting a bunch of people who love. So it was an iconic jazz saxophonist in his band. People flying from St. Louis to Seattle were stranded in Boise, Idaho due to mechanical issues.
Kenny G.
A Grammy-nominated musician.
Yeah.
Dave Koz is his name.
Oh,
never heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was like something that I've never even heard of, like, oh my God, Dave Koz is going to play. And like, oh, okay.
Oh, it's called Koz and his Summer Horns. That's the full name of his band.
My son just got a brand new instrument.
Not Herbie Hancock.
And
it's called, I never heard of it before. It's called a euphonium.
Well, that's a made-up instrument.
It seems like a made-up instrument. It's
Is
like
it electronica?
No, it's a baby tuba. It's a small tuba, which is
not a baritone.
Perfect. When your father records sound for a living, anytime you could bring like a tuba-like instrument into the home.
I don't want to hear any of those things ever being played, and I don't want to hear it on a delayed flight. My mom made us all learn violin, and we practice at like 7 a.m. And what a torture for my mom and dad. Like to listen to the screeching, terrible screeching of a violin. And there was 4 of us at the time who played. And it's just like, there are some instruments that should only be heard by yourself.
I'm going to tell you as a parent of a kid who plays violin now, it hits different when you're the parent of that child, because you're like, oh shit. Like, I kind of recognize.
I tolerate my kids playing piano, and I say they can play any instrument they want as long as they want. But when I think back to me playing at, 6:30 in the morning, that's basically a delayed playing on a tarmac type.
But your parents were scheduling you to play at that time.
Yes, yeah, they were setting it up.
It.
Yeah.
I don't know if they wanted it. They just thought it'd make me better at math, which it did not.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just
maybe it did. Maybe you'd be even worse.
I'm just. I don't know if I could be much worse. I'm just so the thing is, again, I'm repeating what we've already said. If you're on a stranded tarmac, if you're stranded on a tarmac in a plane, and you happen to have an instrument up there above you, don't take it out. Nobody wants to hear it.
If you're in a band, and you're in this situation, try and figure out how to get the AC cranked up, because
or the bathroom's working,
because they can't crank up the AC for some reason when the plane's not moving, and it is so annoying. When
and then the
bathroom's on the
bathroom's
tarmac.
overflowing.
Yeah, we're on the tarmac, but don't worry, we can keep it as cool as 95 degrees in here. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay. All right. Well, I have to jump onto another call in a couple of minutes. So this is
Wrap it up.
I have asked ChatGPT to put together our thumbnail already. Okay, I jumped the gun to bring us a scene from the world's first robot track and field meet with a woman's arm stuck in one of the robots and a robot in berserko mode.
Yes.
And I don't know if you can make that out, but one of these guys here has officially gone into berserko mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see the berserko mode right there.
Yeah,
dude.
he's gone into berserko mode. Although the one that's accosting the woman,
that looks like assault.
Seems like that might be berserko mode. Okay.
They're both
all right,
berserko
Danny, what's
mode.
coming up for you?
Oh, I'm headed out of town here in a couple days to go film some stuff. So yeah,
Where are you
adventure.
going?
To Tyson. Went there last year. I'm going hopefully up to Canada. Yeah,
The Bugaboos.
neighbors to the north. Yeah, Bugaboos. So
Okay.
that's me. What about you, Tyson?
Nothing this week, but next week I'm going to Idaho for the Memorial Day, Labor Day, whatever one is in September 1st.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all for me. Rob?
Okay. Yeah. And then, of course, we got all the podcasting going on, talking about all of the Survivor around the world and Big Brother, all right here on RHAP. So thank you so much for joining us. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
We did it, guys. Hell Klarna.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.